Hello, I'm Zana Carter and I'm here with Dakota and with Jess Keenan, and we're at Leading Change Experiences, which is an equine learning centre in Highland Valley, which is just I think north of Strathalbyn in South Australia. So what we're going to do is go over a couple of moves in the hind end of the horse where we're looking at integrating movement in the pelvis. So just going to run my hands down her back just to get to the hind end. Just always keeping an eye on what her face is doing, her eyes and ears, just keeping an eye on that. I really like to be able to see their eye, so I'll have attachment with the rope if I need to through that. So what we have we've got the hind end of the horse, we have the point of the hip, right, which is the tuberosity here, and then we have the wing of the ilium running diagonally back. We have the hip joint here, the coxofemoral joint, and then what we've got is at the back of the rump we have a thing called the ischium and the ischial tuberosity. So that's where we've got tendon attachments, hamstring and gluteal attachments. So what we want to do is actually contact that, and on some horses it's really the most pointy bit at the back and it's either side of the tail. Right? So what we're going to be doing at first is just have a hand over anywhere on the rump, and I'm going to be pushing towards the front of the body on the ischial tuberosity. Now in the human that would be called the seat bone. So I'm just going to gently push that forward, and what I'm waiting for is her to push back. Now she's met my contact, which is great, and sometimes that'll happen with breathing, and what's happening is her hip is starting to drop a little more, so it's dropping closer toward me, and so that means that we're going to be relaxing the lumbar sacral joint, helping, just assisting the connections through the hamstrings, the lumbar fascia, the gluteals, connection between the spine and the pelvis. We're just going to hold that. She's pretty relaxed with that. I'm just going to come out. Sometimes what happens is the contact disappears, and we can just very gently see that the pelvis is just dropping down a little bit and toward me. So the second way we can do this move is we're going to have contact on both sides. So I'm going to have a hand, still keep the rope, I'm going to have a hand on one of these tuberosities and on the other. And I prefer not to stand directly behind her because I do want to keep an eye on her eye, and I'm going to push toward her shoulders. There we go. Good. Try to keep even pressure. That's it. And we'll just wait. Technically in a move you might wait for anywhere between 10 to 60 seconds, but really what you want is good pushback, good contact, and you just, while it's active, her breathing's increased but her eye is relaxed. So we'll just let her feel her way through that, and then she'll push back, and I'm going to come out. If she's lifted a tail, she's had some gas release, and that's good. Okay?